marry somebody who is your equal, and to marry somebody and to be with somebody who wants you to win as much as you want them to win. I was talking to a good friend of mine earlier today about thinking about marriage like we think about sports and like you picking your team, right? I mean, my husband is my teammate, and if we are gonna win this game together, he has to be strong and he has to be okay with me being strong. I do not want a weak player on my team, nor does he. But sometimes we accept weak in one another because it feels easy, you know? And be cautious of the man or woman who wants just the easy person, the person who's not going to force them to grow, the person who's not going to expect them to change, who's not going to hold them accountable. Because if you want to be on a winning team, just like you pick somebody, you wouldn't pick somebody off the bench who's just going to show up weak. You want to pick somebody who is going to carry you through, and those are the things that get you over the hard times.
But Michelle, you said something interesting. You said marry someone who's your equal. You know, we're at a stage now where many women earn men, and I think that's very difficult for some men. And I've gotten to the place where I don't want to be a nurse or a purse. So when you say marry somebody who's
I like that, Gail.
a nurse or a purse,
I like that.
so when you say, and I would like him to have his own teeth too. So when you say you're equal, what do you mean by that?
You know, and equality is not just measured in terms of the wallet. I'm not just talking about, oh, you gotta be this person or that person. The equality in terms of the values that they carry.
Many blessings, man. It's 4:30 a.m. right now. And one of my good player partners, man, made a post on social media today about this topic, and I found it very intriguing, especially since I'm coming up on my first anniversary of marriage. And when I think about marriage, it's a beautiful thing. This podcast or whatever this is that I'm doing, this conversation basically, is for the people that's married and the people that's thinking about getting married. For the people that's already married, I hope this can help you if you're going through a hard time with your marriage, for understanding. Because you gotta have understanding. Communication ain't everything, man. What's being communicated has to be comprehended. The person have to comprehend what you're trying to communicate to them. You got to give them opportunity to comprehend what's being said. So when I think about marriage, I think about it being a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, man, to commit to someone, to have someone's best interests at heart when you communicate with them. You have to have their best interest at heart. It ain't all about you no more. And those vows that you agreed to on that day, you have to remember that for better or worse, through thick and thin, you're making a commitment with God, not with the person. You're making a commitment with God. And when I see Michelle Obama speaking about team, and she don't want a weak teammate on her team, that hit home with me, because I'm thinking about it like Michael Jordan and Pippen, Shaq and Kobe, Magic and Kareem. Me and my wife, we Jordan and Jordan. Ain't no Jordan and Pippen. It ain't no second best. We both the best. We both are equal. And when I say equal, I mean in all aspects. If I'm financially stable, I want her to be financially stable. While I'm achieving my dreams, I want her to be able to achieve her dreams. I specifically cannot be with an individual who is not pursuing a dream, who's not pursuing the things that they really want in life, and just living off of me, making my life harder. or the spiritual burden is just on one person, then it's not healthy in my aspect of marriage, my perspective of marriage. It's not healthy. So by it being a team thing, I want to be like the Spurs, like the Patriots. You know what I mean? We got to facilitate this ball. It can't be just we highlighting one individual. Everybody got to have an opportunity to shoot. Everybody got to have an opportunity to score. I look at Gucci Mane and his wife's relationship, and I remember Gucci Mane said, if I'm rich, I want my wife to be rich. So pursuing her dreams has to be a thing. And we living in a time now to where women have the opportunity to be more financially stable. They're more aggressive. They're more assertive about their well-being and the things that they have to do to be well, to be successful. And if your woman makes more money than you, that's not a problem. Money isn't what you committed to. You didn't commit to a person for money reasons. You didn't commit to a person for sexual reasons. That's why when y'all heard the end of that video, when Gail started talking, she said, I don't want to be a nurse or a purse. The key word in that to me was want. Do you love me enough to the point to where I can't fulfill all your wants? Your wants is your wants, not my wants. We have different things that we want to achieve and different things that we want. So you got to give me the freedom to be me. Can you appreciate me for me? Some people can't appreciate you for you. They appreciate what they want you to be or what they want to change you into and what they see you being capable of. Like, love me for me. That's part of the reason why I was so assertive and so intrigued with my woman, because she let me be me. She let me be the creator that I am. She encourages me to create music, to continue on with my art and with the podcast, because I'm more than like a podcaster and all of that. I like to draw, paint. Currently I'm writing books. I'm just a creator, and she encourages that because she knows that is my happy place and my healthy state. So, wants. Can you be with a person if you're not getting everything that you want? Your wants is your wants, like I said. And that word comes up in relationships a lot. I want to take a trip. I want to do this. Can you fund your wants? And can you still be with me if I'm not giving you what you want? Because when you commit and you listen to those vows and you commit to that person, you don't commit to sex if they got the good D or the good coochie. What if you could never have sex with this person no more? Would you get a divorce? Because that's not what you agreed to. And just because you're financially stable at the moment doesn't mean that that's going to be forever. You are a team. I know you will get back on your feet. I know you are strong. I wouldn't accepted you for who you are if I didn't think that you were strong. And I made a vow that I was going to have your back forever. So what Michelle Obama was talking about was true, man, about uplifting, about being a teammate, man. Don't look at your person that you committed to as less than because they're going through something or they're dealing with something or they might not be who they was at the moment. Appreciate them for who they are at the moment and let them be themselves. Don't try to change nobody, man. If a person is trying to change you before you make that lifetime commitment, then you got to see if they will accept you for who you are. Because if they don't accept you for who you are, then they're going to be struggling and they're going to be dealing with something that is not your fault. It's not your problem. It's their problem. it's something that they're dealing with that's a problem on their end. You're not the problem. Continue to be happy and continue to be great in your life, man. And continue to love them because they're dealing with something. But man, I just had to touch basic on this topic because it hit home with me. Marriage is beautiful. Marriage is a commitment that is with God. And man, I encourage anybody to get married, man. And to love their person, man, genuinely. For real. But if they show you those signs that we just got through talking about, you got to second guess if that's something that you want to spend the rest of your life with, because you want to be happy when you're spending the rest of your life with that person. Hey, man, thank y'all for tuning in. Subscribe to the channel. Share the show. Peace, love, plenty abundance. Make sure you go get you some money. And I'm out. Chill.
The Trevor Jackson Podcast.